Hey everybody, welcome back to Cheap Comic Collector. Today we are not going through my personal collection. What we are doing is going through a stack of books that I got in the mail yesterday, and they are nice. Almost every single one of them is near mint, with one exception. Much nicer than I expected them to be for $1 a book, and great books for $1 a book. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Book Friday, we got the stash. Oh yeah. Pages yellow, but we're making cash. Cheap heroes fly, making moves so fast. Woo. In this funky time warp, it's a blast. Comic shops buzzing like bees in a hive. Vintage tales bringing them alive. Yeah. Collector's paradise where dreams reside. Flipping through the pages, taking that ride. Comic Book Friday, swinging to the beat. Getting those deals ain't it neat? Heroes and villains all meet and greet. Woo. Dancing in the aisles, moving off feet. Found a gem from 42, Captain Bold, tales untold, worth their weight in gold. Mad scientist with a plan so cold. Now it's room to cherish and hold. Super fans unite with the shout. Yeah. Cheap comics, there's no doubt. Woo. Every hero story we tell. In this funky mission, no one leaves out. Comic Book Friday, swinging to the beat. Getting those deals, ain't it neat? Heroes and villains all meet and greet. Woo. Dancing in the aisles, moving our feet.
All right, so happy Friday, everybody. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. And before we get started on the books, I did want to mention that tomorrow, 9:30 p.m., we are having the Cheap Comic Collector $3 auction. We do one every Saturday at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And the books are $3. And some of the books that you'll be seeing in the pile today, most of the books you'll see in the pile today, will end up in the auctions. However, the channel members, the Super Friends, get first grab at them on Sunday night's auction at 9:30 p.m. So if you want first grabs on the books, you do have to join the membership program. And then the books go to Saturdays that make it through the previous Sunday's show. So generally we go through about a little over a long box on Saturday nights and a little over a short box on Sunday nights. So I hope you'll join me for those. And that's about it. We do drop videos similar to these every Monday through Friday at 12 noon Eastern Time. And just have some fun looking through comics. I am currently working my way through my personal collection, recreating a list of everything I have. I've gotten a lot of nice comments from folks, but the views are down. So not as many people like that show, version of the show, but the people that do like it really like it. So it will continue. I'd have to get the list done, and this is a way to basically kill two birds with one stone, get the list done and create content. So I'm going to keep doing that until we're done, and it's going to take a while. So hopefully I won't lose too many viewerships over that, but is what it is. The viewership's always all over the place anyway, so it's hard to tell you what's going on. what else is going on? I want to mention that I'm going to be on Razor Comics show on Saturday, I think 2 p.m. Eastern time, but I think that's actually last week's Saturday. Yeah, because I'm a week ahead on videos. So yeah, I'm actually, as I'm recording this, I'm actually doing the show tomorrow. So that doesn't count. To pretend I didn't say that. What else I got going on? You know what I have on the way? I have uh, Mark Spears blind bags coming. Um, and I also have blind bags coming from Whatnot, the 2025 Marvel blind bags. So those should make some interesting shows. And so stay tuned, keep watching. You know, there's things coming. I'm supposed to get actually, as I'm recording this, I'm supposed to get, I believe, 3 flat rate boxes of comics today in the mail. 2 of them are filled with Wizard magazines because people have been asking for them. Every time I show a Wizard magazine, it has sold. I think it's the only series I've ever sold every single issue I've ever shown. They're not even comic books, but people seem to want to collect them. So I had the opportunity to pick up some of those, and I did. So we'll see how that goes because I um, made some mistakes lately. Honestly, I thought Marvel Ages would sell. I thought Amazing Heroes would sell because they got some interest when I showed a few issues of those. So I bought a bunch of them. Not too much interest. and luckily, I do this for the most part. The things that I buy, I want, so I don't mind keeping those. It would have been nice if more had sold, so I get my money back out of them, but that's okay. I've learned not to buy any more of them unless I want them for my collection. And but the Wizards, I don't want. So I'm really hoping somebody does. I know a couple of people have requested them, so I'll reach out to them as well and let them know they're coming. But and of course we have comics on the way too. So anywho, let's get to the comics, Rob. You talking too much. You is talking too much. One thing I did want to show you, so that I don't have to show you in the next episode, is I got all the books over the last 3 days in order. And it does fill up a short box. So I wanted to show these again. These are 1962, so these will be going back into the 1962 bins, which I've already gone through. So if I show them now, I won't have to show them again when I do the 1963 video, which will be coming up next on Monday. So anyway, that's 1962. I can file those now. Yay! And I'm going to switch over to the other camera. We will show you what came in the mail yesterday. Good stuff. All right, here we go. So these came to about $1.30 a piece, a little over $1.30 a piece, I think. Unfortunately, the guy didn't have flat rate shipping set up. I don't think I'm going to buy from people that don't have flat rate shipping set up anymore. I keep getting screwed. But he did have some great books. Unfortunately, he just ran out of time. He ran out. The show ended before there was enough to buy to get the price down to where I would want it to be. So anyway, so I paid up a little bit for these, but I did get some cool issues that I need for my collection. So and that they're all on top. I have gone through these. Like I said, they're all in basically near mint condition, except for one notable exception. And so we're going to go through these. This is, of course, New Teen Titans number 7, Origin of Cyborg, Death of Silas Stone, and had this one when I was a kid. This is one of the few issues that I was missing from the New Teen Titans first run. So really, really happy to get that. Marv Wolfman, George Perez, fantastic. Here's number 6. I needed that one as well. Number 3, needed that one. I think this is the first appearance of Fearsome 5, according to what the guy has written on the backboards anyway. So this almost completes my New Teen Titans run. I only need issues number 1 and 2. Now, I have the facsimile for number 1, and I am completely happy with that. So unless I can find it for $1, I don't need the original issue. But number 2, that's the first appearance of Deathstroke. That's gonna be hard to get. So unless they come, hopefully they'll come out with a facsimile of number 2 at some point, and I can just grab that. But really, really happy to get those. And then this was an interesting book. I just assumed this was a reprint of an old, comic book story by Will Eisner. And of course, the cover is in the vein of the Spirit and all that. And what this actually is it's an old comic book story that he did in the 40s, but it's never been printed. This is the first printing. It was reworked and reused in, I guess, the Spirit sections at some point, but had never been printed in its original format. There was never a John Law comic book as was intended. And the reason for that, according to the article on the inside, I've already read this, is that when he started to do comics on his own, the first 2 ones he didn't sell. They didn't do well. So instead of going ahead and doing this one, he just shelved it. And it was sitting in his files ever since until he was working with Kitchen Sink, and they found it in his files, and it's pretty good. It's typical Spirit kind of type character. It's not the Spirit. It looks like him. He's got an eye patch instead of a mask. Is about the only difference. And he's a private detective. So there's a different sidekick. There's a different police commissioner, and it's not the Spirit. It's John Law Detective. Other than that, pretty much the Spirit. So as well as the Femme Fatale. So good stuff and an interesting read. So that's going to go with my Spirit collection. Really enjoyed that. Not what I was expecting, but thrilled with what it is. Next up, Brave and the Bold 185, Batman, Green Arrow, Robin. Keeping this one as well. I don't have this one. So those are the books that I'm keeping for my collection. And then we got some Avengers, number 239, the David Letterman cover. And these are all mint. These are all near mint. Avengers 236. World's Finest Comics, number 284. Avengers 235. New Teen Titans, number 31. Number 26. Spectacular Spider-Man, number 229. This is the Ace Tate cover. Turtles of Grayskull. So I'm assuming this is a mashup of Turtles and Masters of the Universe. But I haven't actually looked inside yet. Turtles of Grayskull. Masters of the Universe / Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles of Grayskull. So, yep. Either a crossover or a mashup, not sure which. This is number 4. So if you like those two properties, this might be something you're interested in. Looks like it went on at least one more issue. Oh, this is the trade paperback. So there were 4 issues. Again, near mint, no spine ticks on any of this stuff. Really surprised this guy was selling these for $1 a piece because he doesn't usually do that. But I guess he wanted to make some room. Indiana Jones and the Tomb of the Gods, number 1 of 4 from Dark Horse. Avengers 226. Tales of the Teen Titans Annual, number 3. This is basically New Teen Titans Annual 3. They had just changed the name. So they were still doing original stories in the Tales of the Teen Titans at that time. So this is by Marv Wolfman and George Perez. Avengers number 237. New Teen Titans number 4. Another great issue. And cover. Space Ghost number 12 from Dynamite. Marvel Team Up 135, Spider-Man and Kitty Pryde. Excalibur 71, the hologram cover with Nightcrawler. It's been my experience that this is the harder one to find of the holograms. And this is the one that wasn't in mint condition, but of course it's an older book. Flash number 229, 100-pager. Got some rips and chunks missing up here a little bit, and got a big wrinkle or crease kind of going through that's wrinkled a little bit. Crease upper here. But other than that, really nice looking. Great stories in there. And this one I don't think I heard of this before. If I did, it had sold. Sergio Aragon's Boogeyman. This is number 3 of 4. So this is basically, looked like there was 3 stories in here. It's by Mark Ivanier and Sergio, and it's basically spooky horror type stories, but done in their style. So interesting book, very, very unusual. And then I got a stack of Frank Frazetta's Death Dealers. This is number 3, cover B. And I did open one and look at it. I think it was this one. And art's pretty good in them. I haven't read them, so I can't speak to the story, but I did want to show what they did in the back because I thought this was cool. They actually showed the art full size as a cover gallery for all the variant covers. And I wish that they would do that with all the books, no matter who the publisher is. I think that would be cool. That way, no matter which one you get, you still at least get to enjoy the artwork. this one, they have the numbers really small on these. Let me. Oh, my magnifying glass has gone AWOL. That must have been what fell the other day. Something fell and I didn't know what it was. All right. Well, maybe if I put my glasses on. This is number 6. And this is number 8, cover B. 9, cover A. Number 10, cover C. Don't like that cover as much. Number 11, cover A. Number 13, cover C. Number 14, cover A. And this is number 15, cover A. And I want to open this one too and see if they have a cover gallery in all of them or not, or at least in. I mean, if it's in this one, I guess it wouldn't necessarily mean that they have one in every single one, but I did want to see if that was something that was a regular feature or not. Yeah, cover gallery. So I guess so. So you definitely get some Frank Frazetta in each issue, even if it's just basically a pinup of his cover work. So cool. So that's what I got in the mail yesterday. Hope you enjoyed that. I thought it was about time we had a shorter episode, and I just had a little fun, quick little episode. So thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate it. Like I said, those first 5 issues are going to go into my personal collection, and then the rest of these will be going into the sale on an upcoming Sunday. And I don't know if it will be this Sunday or not, because I don't know how this matches up with those books, because I do have books out there that have already come in. So it may be 1 or 2 Sundays before we get to these books in the sales, but we will get there. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I will hopefully see you at the auctions, and if not, I will see you next Monday when we go delving back into creating my list of what I have. We'll be going through the books that I have from 1963. Thanks again. See you soon.
Flicking